Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out Norton VPN for iOS. Probably pretty similar in Android as well. We're going to be checking out if this is a VPN worth using in 2020 in the coming years. We're going to run it through the paces of all the steps from the VPN tier list, and we're going to rank it there by tier. Also put it in the comparison table as well. Let me know down in the comments down below if you've ever used this or what you think about it. But anyways, guys, let's get on to the review. Hey guys, just a reminder to check out vpntierlist.com. It's a collection of all my ratings on the channel, and you're going to find lots of helpful information here on how to choose a VPN. Anyways, back to the video. So guys, Norton VPN kind of has like a weird pricing policy. It's like you could go on the app, you'll get free 7 days, and then I'll charge you for a year for $40. Or if you go through like it on PC, it's going to be more like $8 for 5 devices. You could do 1 device and that would be $5. 5 devices monthly, $8 or $40. So that's like the standard plan with iOS, but it's not like giving you that option per se. 10 devices will be $10 and $60 annually. So it's definitely kind of confusing like that. Overall, I think it's a decent pricing plan. I don't know if 1 device is that useful for $5 and $40 a year. It's strange not seeing, and it's weird also because if you look at it, it's like, okay, you have 5 devices and it's $40 annually, right? And then you go to 1 device and annually and it's still $40. So it's like, why is that happening? Why is the discount so weird? It's kind of confusing to me. I could see it being confusing to other people. The pricing isn't bad. It just feels kind of clunky, and I don't like how it's kind of like separated on iOS without some of these things to configure here. But just overall a little bit messy, but not the worst price in the world, admittedly, I guess. Alright guys, so this is what Norton looks like on your iPhone. It's probably gonna be pretty similar for Android as well. Overall though, you have like a little tab here where you can see a little bit of information. Not really anything too useful. Add device. Looks like you might be able to add some kind of device or something like that. If you want more devices, you could log in. But this is the kind of like the main kind of interface here. You could turn the VPN on. Of course, you're going to have to allow VPN connections if you're on iOS. So I am now allowing VPN connections and I am connecting. So as you can see here, it says protected. I didn't really have to pick a server or anything like that. It kind of just picked one for me, I guess. I'm trying to look here. We can see the current IP, protected IP. Here is like where you will be able to select a server. Of course, you have the auto select region, which is why I just automatically picked one. We do have a decent amount of locations here. If we look at United States, doesn't really seem to be any way to pick more of a specific server. It just kind of connects you automatically to, like, I guess, an ideal one in the United States, which is a little bit annoying. You could do that with some other VPNs. Right now, I guess it picked Florida. Not really sure why it picked Florida. Not that good of a location for me in terms of speeds. We're going to go ahead and go back to the auto select region kind of area, and now we are connected. It doesn't really, and it picked New York, which is again not a very good region for me. So it looks like with this VPN application, it's going to be tricky to really fine tune your speeds. You're going to be wanting to pick specifically a server near your location, and it doesn't look like that's very possible with this application. I'm long pressing the server, nothing comes up. On this tab, we have ad trackers. So you can block ad tracking when using your websites and stuff like that. That's kind of cool, but getting more common with VPNs, of course. And of course, you have a warning feature alerting you when you've connected to an unsecure hotspot. So this is like a pretty basic application. Like I said, I don't really like the settings here too much in terms of not being able to customize specifically where you are. We do have that ad blocking and stuff like that, but we don't really have any more advanced features. We don't have the ability to customize protocols. Don't really have any kill switches like that, which you'll see in more mature kind of VPN applications. So that's my thoughts on the application side of it anyway. Let's go ahead and test out some speeds. All right, guys, we are doing a speed test now on speedtest.net's application. Now, of course, like I said, the server, it's selecting me. It says in Indianapolis. It said I was like in New York or something like that. Florida also was one of the options. These aren't very good locations for me. I couldn't really fine tune my location. So you're not going to be able to get that optimal speeds right here. I'll show you a little bit, what kind of speeds you could get with a different VPN app just to kind of compare and show you, what you can get with, more fine tuning from other VPN providers. So those are my results for Norton VPN. So guys, just for comparison's sake, I'm now connected to TorGuard VPN, and I wanted to show you a little bit about how more options you could get with some other VPN providers. So as you saw with the Norton VPN app, you could select like a region like the United States, but you couldn't customize it much more besides that. If you look here at TorGuard, you could see much more options here to pick specific servers no matter where you are. So I'm going to pick specifically one of these servers to optimize my speeds a bit, and we'll see, what kind of speeds we can get to compare. All right, we are connected, and let's see. So if you remember with NordVPN, we were getting pretty slow speeds. Without VPN on, we got up to like 29 megabits per second, which is pretty fast for mobile here. And with Norton VPN, it was much slower. You could see right here, the speeds I got with Norton were 6 megabits per second. And you can see right here, we have 18.4 and 13.8. So TorGuard is going to be around 3 times as fast as Norton, and it's going to be actually much less expensive. Norton is around $40 a year, whereas with TorGuard, you're going to be able to get it for around $30 a year with code TomSpark. You can also pay $5 a month if that's something that's more affordable to you, if you don't want to sign up for that long-term commitment. So what is kind of like the basic summation here, guys? Well, it all comes down to user choice and stuff like that. Do you want to be locked into a full-year commitment? Do you want to be using a VPN provider on your phone that doesn't allow you to specifically customize the location that much? I know I don't. I prefer a cheaper VPN that allows for more customization and thus better speeds, and that's why I would rather choose a different VPN than Norton VPN. Now, guys, considering Norton VPN's reputation, we're going to have to consider a couple things here. Do they log? Well, they claim they are a no-log VPN provider. However, when you actually read what it says, it does collect some minimal forms of logs, like your mobile device data, communication purpose collection, and aggregate bandwidth usage. Now, Norton makes it clear they don't log information about where you go on the internet. So it's a no-log VPN in some ways, but it does collect some logs about your data if that's concerning to you. There are some VPNs that don't collect the bandwidth logs and stuff like that. So this one is not completely no logs, but it's got an okay logging policy. But in terms of like Norton's kind of reputation overall from across the years, well, it used to be mostly antivirus, and a lot of people still don't like Norton because of what it did in the past. A lot of people don't like Norton because it slows down your computer. It was infamous for being installed on a lot of computers back in the day, slowing down computers so much with slow virus scans and stuff like that. People just kind of hate it. Not only that, but a lot of people have problems with Norton and the way it kind of prices things. Back in the day, it would always try to get you to resubscribe and pay for this or that. It was just kind of a mess. And as you saw with me talking about their pricing already, it still kind of has a little bit of elements of that. It's still the same company. It's still not the best in terms of its reputation. Now, has it done that many sketchy things? Well, not that I could find. It's just people don't really seem to like Norton very much for one reason or another. So it doesn't have the best reputation, in my opinion. But it's like okay in terms of maybe having a safe reputation. Can you trust them? Well, perhaps. But, do a lot of people like them? Well, not really, and they could be warranted for good reasons. So with a company like Norton that's pretty big, they have a lot of products and stuff like that. They have phone support, they have forums, they have live chat, which is actually kind of good. It's a little tricky to find this. You have to go to support.norton. It's not going to be like on the VPN page, but they do support it, so that's good to see. You're probably going to get pretty decent support here. It is a pretty old company and, pretty reliable. But it's not going to be as, laser focused on VPN support. It's probably going to be more basic support, kind of, helping with you with some cancellations, refunds, stuff like that. So guys, for the final score, Norton's going to get a 2.58 out of 5. As you can see here, streaming compatibility really hurt them because they didn't work with any of the streaming providers, and that's super important in 2020 because a lot of reasons people are using VPN is to unblock streaming websites. Customer support here is very good. They have live chat, forum support, all types of help articles and forums. Reputation is just kind of middle of the line. It doesn't have the best reputation as a company. A lot of their products have kind of been overloaded, not that good of products, kind of always bugging you to resubscribe, and that's definitely kind of the case here as well. Speeds are not very good either, almost a third slower than some of the top ranked VPN providers out there on the tier list. Additionally, the application is pretty basic. I would expect the same for PC as well, even though I didn't really check that out too much. Extremely basic, not much options to customize select servers to optimize your speeds, and not much security settings like kill switches either. Pricing here is admittedly okay for 1 year. It's around $40, and you can customize it to be pretty cheap every month as well. However, you're definitely going to be losing out on some of the simultaneous devices. I don't really like the pricing system here too much. That's just my opinion. It might work out for you though, so take that as you will. Anyways guys, this is the final score, and check out more scores on vpntierlist.com, and I'll see you again on the next review very soon.